We are here. This is the game so far, chat. What is the idea for the game? So basically, the game is... we are making a nature photography game. Let me go into the game I can show you. So it's a first person, cozy little... wait, what is this? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's the... ignore that. This doesn't exist. Ignore this. But yeah, so it's a first person, cozy nature photography game. So you're going to be exploring this open world. Well, it's not a world yet, but it's getting there. And what you do, you're a photographer. So you have your camera. This is your camera. Is the game loud for you guys, by the way? Loud. Let me adjust that. But yeah, so you're in the game, you are a photographer, and you take pictures of things. So like this bird, for example, you're like, oh, that's a nice bird. Let me zoom in. You take a picture of it. And now it's in your list. So you're going to have a list of items to take photos of. This is your UI. You got like a little tablet. So it's like a list. In the pick the thumbnails, it's going to have like a clue, basically, what the item is you have to find. Different plants, different animals. And then when you take a picture of it, it gives you like some lore about what it is you took a picture of. And yeah. That's basically the game. It's a very, very simple game, but I want it to be like a relaxing experience, you know? It's like, you're just exploring this nice world. Relaxing music will be playing in the background. You're looking around the map, looking for things to take pictures of. Can you run? There is no running. There's crouching. There is a crouch mechanic and a jump. But that's about it. I'm trying to think what I want to do with the crouch. I have like an idea over here I can show you. With the crouch, I'm trying to think of like hidden areas you can go to. So like in here, for example, we'd have to crouch to go inside this log. And inside the log, there might be like a thing here you take a picture of. So yeah, I'm trying to like experiment with things like that. Also, Major, how are you? It is good to see you. One day I'll learn to do something and ask to work with you on something. We'll see. We'll see how successful this game is. Maybe we start our own game studio if this game pops off. We'll see. You're just out of it. It's one of those days, isn't it, Major? It's all good. Things will get better. But I'm actually really happy with the way this is turning out, chat. I'm really happy with the lighting. I even added like little god rays to the moon. It looks kind of cool. Little rays. I'm really happy with the way it's looking, the lighting, the fog. I don't know if you can see it well on stream, but there's like little particle effects. There's like particles everywhere. Like the leaves falling. There's wind. Also, the Skyrim music is actually really fitting for this. There it is, there's the wind. The wind mechanic. I think it looks really nice. Like, because all the assets you see, I didn't make the models. All the assets are either bought, so I paid for like an asset pack that has the assets ready made, or they are free to use assets that you can use from itch. There's like a mix of different asset packs and stuff, but the way it's looking, I think it's looking amazing. And obviously, I add my own programming to it. Speaking of which, I need to brace yourselves, chat. This is the programming. It's all drag and drop. So it's not actual coding, it's C++, but in like a visual scripting type of thing. It's not as complicated as it looks. But yeah, it's pretty complicated. Also, let me give you your points, Livid. I'm still getting used to my new keyboard as well. Like, typing on this keyboard feels so weird to me. I wanted to change this. Debugging off. So that should get rid of the annoying thingy. There you go, no more red lines. Perfect. Cool. How do you learn blueprints? Well, mainly tutorials on YouTube. That's the main thing. Tutorials, like I watched a lot of tutorials. Like, you start off by learning the basic mechanics. So you look up a tutorial, how to make movement, and then you make this. How to make a jump, you make this. And then you start expanding it, like, okay, now I know how to do true or false statements. I can add this. So, you know, if the tablet isn't open, you're standing up, you can jump. Yeah, you basically learn it through tutorials and through trial and error. So I started with tutorials like learning how to do this. I learned how to do this. Well, I learned this system through tutorial. Then I expanded it and then I made this myself. This is my own code. So proud. The concept looks really cool. Thank you, Livid. Yeah, it's all visual scripting, Manadox. So it's drag and drop. It's C++. So everything you see here is basically the exact same thing you can write in C++, but it's visual instead. So you're not typing out the code. Instead, you're like, you know, you're dragging this out and going, I don't know, add. And then you can add like a coordinate amount like this and then drag this into here and yeah. It's really good. Like I think this is faster than coding. It's faster, it's more efficient. It's easier to look at. So if you're like, oh no, why is this not working, for example? You can like easily look back through your code and find mistakes and errors that you make. Like, that's the technical side of things. That's the complicated side of things. Now for the fun side of things. Today, chat, we're going to be building a map. So far, this is all we have. We only have a tiny little area here. This is the map so far. It's quite small. You're doing smart though. Thank you, Keto. Big brain. So the way it's going to work, chat, this is where you spawn. So the game starts here. It's like your car's parked here. You're like on top of this mountain. You're going to have a nice view of the whole map from up here. When the map is done. Where's my playlist? Oh, it's just RNG. I have like 100 songs in this playlist and it's only playing the Skyrim music right now. I think it's very fitting. Okay, you spawn here. You go down this little hill here. This is how the game starts. Go all the way down here. Now that I think about it, this is quite a long walk. I need to add something here to like make it feel less walking simmy. You go down here, quite the walk, come down the mountain, and then you enter the forest. Like the great reveal. Then over here, I'm going to add like a tutorial. So you're going to have like a little bit of text that appears on the screen saying, press this to open your camera. Press this to zoom in, take a picture. Then open your tablet. And you can see everything you need to take pictures of. I haven't added everything in. There's a lot more stuff I want to add. I can show you something really cool. I have like a bunch of like animals and stuff. This is everything that's going to be in the game right over here. So these are all the plants, well, most of them. I've actually added a couple more. This is most of the plants that you'll be looking for in the map. Spoilers, by the way. If you're planning on buying this, spoilers. Here are some of the animals. We got a fox. Got a squirrel. A turtle. An owl. The owl looks kind of cursed. The owl looks really cursed. I might change the model for that. I'm not sure yet. Is the fox alive? It's alive. It's sleeping. It just doesn't have an animation. I couldn't find an animation for it, so... He's sleeping. We have fireflies. I think it looks really cool. Fireflies. It's so atmospheric. Do I do the models? No, I haven't made any of the models. As I said earlier, all the models are either free assets that you can use on From Itch, or they are paid assets. So like the trees and the foliage, this was all one asset pack. Some of the particles and stuff. It's not breathing, sure it's alive. It's fine. It's fine, right, Fox? Right, Fox? It's fine. It's dead. It's not dead. I also made a fish. I was so proud of myself. I made this fish move. This was my own code. I made the fish move. It moves in a circle. Those dead black eyes. It's sleeping. Can I catch it? No. I was thinking maybe I could add like a fishing mechanic, but I think it's a bit complicated to make. It's really hard to get right. So instead you're just going to take a picture of it like everything else. Just fish, picture, boom. Also this area here is like the test area. So it looks really scuffed. This was just me testing like all the plants and stuff to see if they look good in the game. But yeah. I'm gonna build my own game dev tycoon real soon. Maybe someday. Maybe someday, we will see. Are you gonna have NPCs? No, there's gonna be no NPCs or people or anything. It's just gonna be animals and plants. Basically. So yeah, I also have this really cool system here. Like, Unreal Engine is such a cool engine, chat. Look at this. So here's my river, right? If I want to make a river, I can do this dynamically. I just do this. Look how cool that is. It just builds it. I fucked it up. But it just builds a river for you. And it looks good as well. It's crazy. Unreal is insane. It really is. Like, this engine's so good. It's really hard to work with, like, to learn it, initially. But once you learn the engine, it's so good. Also, blue lights. I got you. So, yeah. That is the game so far, chat. It's very work in progress, as you can tell. It's still very early. But I think the main mechanics are done. Like the camera, the UI. Obviously the UI might change. I might make this look a little bit better in the full game. But this is like placeholder for now, just so the mechanics are there. As a person who tried to make a 2D game, you're crying. Mandrox, it doesn't matter what type of game you make. Making a game is hard. There's no denying it. Making a game is really, really hard. Whether it's 2D, 3D. Like, this took me... This is 2 months of work you're seeing right now, chat. This took me 2 months. Maybe longer, actually. Because at the same time I was making my previous game, the browser game, I was also, like, prototyping... I started prototyping stuff here. Just, like, test things out and stuff, so... It takes a long time, and it's very, very difficult to make a game. So don't feel bad, Mandrodox. It just takes time and practice. Yeah. That is how I describe it. So yeah, chat, let's work on the next area. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna expand this area here. I think my plan is for the world, over here somewhere, I want to add like a lake. So there's gonna be a big lake here with waterfalls and stuff. Over in the distance, somewhere over here, there's gonna be like a swamp. We're gonna have like a swampy biome. Should be pretty cool to explore. It'll be like all foggy and misty. Look, here's the waterfalls, by the way. The waterfalls look so nice. Look how nice that looks. I'm really happy with the way this came out. Why is the music so... There you go. You gave up on game dev long ago. That's fair. That is fair. I don't blame you. But as I said, you just need to keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. Also got some ruins here. I might put this somewhere on the map. Because I have a thing for landmarks. So for the landmarks, we're probably going to do like, you know, ruins. We're going to have like a mine shaft. We're going to add waterfalls and stuff like that. Adding cryptids as DLC, maybe. We'll see. You just focus on art. I mean, that's good as well, because even if you did want to go back into game dev, art is a massive part of it. Like a game like this I'm making, programming-wise and mechanically, it's not super intensive. This game is more focused on the environment, the art style and stuff. So you can make a really good-looking game with art, with like minimal programming. It is possible. So let's work on the next area. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys these as well. I also have a butterfly. I'm gonna hide this butterfly somewhere on the map. And I have a frog. A little froggy. I'm probably gonna put this in the swamp, the frog. But he's chilling. He's out here. The frog's cute, he's adorable. Look at him. I'll let you guys name it. You guys get to name the frog. But yeah. Let's continue this. So what we're gonna do first... First we're gonna make the terrain not look so flat, because look how flat this is right now. It's not very nice, you know. We want to make it like a bit hilly like this. I don't want to make like... See, I need to make like hills and stuff. To make the terrain look interesting. So what we do is... First we build some hills. Do this. That. Oh no, I killed the frog. And then we smooth the terrain out. To make it into like a little hill. The terrain tools in this engine are so nice as well. If you guys remember playing like City Skylines and stuff like that with like the terrain tools, this is basically how it is. It's like the same thing. You just like sculpt the terrain. It's pretty nice. You can do some really cool things in this engine. There we go, we made a hill. Though it's a little bit scuffed. What I'm gonna do actually, let me move these guys away. Let me like, I don't know. I'll put them here for now. They'll be next to the crow. They'll fly with the bird. Just for the time being. You're playing a game while making a game. Exactly. It's a good way to think about it. Gameception. I'm gonna drag this out. There we go, then smooth it off. How's that look? Fanception. That looks okay. Nice little hill. It takes so much time as well to get this right. Because obviously you don't want to make like a half-assed map. You want to make the map look good. Especially if it's like an open world for people to explore. You have to make it as detailed as possible. So like most of the trees are hand placed. There we go. Nice little hill. I've got to be careful as well. You can see it like bugging out in the distance, like over there. When I do things, things break. Let's add in some grass. Let's touch some grass, chap. Paint grass. I don't want it too close to the water, because then it fucks up. Why can't I place the grass here? There you go. Looks pretty cool. I really like this grass as well. I think the grass looks so nice. Look how immersive it is. Another thing I've been focusing on, chat, is I've really been focusing on the optimization. So this is what it looks like in the, like the polygons, the triangles. It doesn't look super bad, which I'm happy with right now. Obviously, if you don't understand this type of stuff, I apologize. This probably looks so scary. But what you want to do, basically, you want to make the triangles look like this, as small as possible. So then it's rendering less edges. But when you have something like this, see like the amount of edges? It's quite a lot. Which means it's a bit harder to render. So ideally what you want, if you want this game to run well, you want to try and reduce the amount of polygons on screen. All that stuff over there is placeholder, by the way. That's all going to be deleted. So we're focusing on this area for now. But it has some really cool stuff in his engine. You can see like the lighting. You can see the shader complexities. So red is bad, basically. But there's not much I can do about the terrain. I can't really change much about this. Pretty cool stuff in this. I'm such a nerd. But this is so fun to me. I don't know why, this is just really fun. Just building a world and designing it. As Bob Ross once said, this is our world, chap. We can do whatever we want with it. A wise man once said that. We just need some happy little clouds. And happy little trees. So you may see a lot of gaps in between the grass. That's intentional. Because it allows me to place like additional plants. So like these ferns and stuff. It lets me place plants in between the grass. And then when I want to, I can just fill it in like this. Not like that. Like this. So I can fill in the gaps as I go. And then I can put trees here as well. Put some trees down. Let's put this tree. It's that easy to make trees. This down. The only thing is, because I'm hand placing every single tree, I have to be careful like how I place them. And where I place them. Because if I just place down a bunch of random trees, it doesn't look very good. You're gonna make sure there's like diversity in the trees. So it doesn't look too artificial. So let me... There you go. You also gotta like do this in first person, so you gotta imagine this is the player walking along here, looking around, and then you gotta place the assets as you go. So like if I want to put a little rock here, I can do that. There. So it's like, there's a lot to consider with this. And obviously you don't want to overdo it as well. Because there is such thing as like too much So the coast is very empty here. There we go. And also, if you guys have ideas for what could be added to the game, like any, I don't know, like biomes or areas on the map, feel free. I'm open to suggestions. There's also a lot of secrets, because in this tab, you have secrets. So here I want to add like Easter eggs, and like little secret areas for people to discover while exploring the map. So if you guys have ideas for that as well, maybe like a cave or anything, I am open for ideas. Caves for sure. I was definitely considering it, because in the caves you can do so much. I was thinking maybe doing like an abandoned mineshaft type of thing. So you like go through these big caves. Maybe you can find like crystals. Maybe like giant crystals. Or maybe even like something from Skyrim. You know when you go in Black Reach and you see like the giant mushrooms? That could be really cool. Like giant mushrooms. Is there a weather system? There is no weather system though. The style is supposed to be like nighttime in the summer. So it's supposed to be like a clear night. Good lighting. No rain. If I do the rain, then the clouds would cover the moon. And then it wouldn't really make sense, like, to how much light there is. Because, like, the theme I'm kind of going for is the moon is basically lighting the entire forest. I'm thinking I'm calling the... Like, I want to call the game something like Moonlight something. I don't know. Something with moonlight in the title. Pond with frogs. I could do a pond. Actually, that's a nice idea. Pond area. That's actually kind of easy. Wait, I could do that right now. Hold on. Keto just cooked. First, let me make a little area here. Where should I put this? Here, maybe? Put it around here. If I do this... It doesn't have to be a massive pond. But if we, like... I don't know. Let's say that's the pond right there. Like that. Boom. Pond. Then what I can do is... If I go... here? Let me make a new material here. We'll call this water pond. And then if I add in a little plane here. Kind of like that. That works. And then we add this. Pond. Now it needs changes, obviously. Let's raise the water up. Let's... paint. Let's delete this grass. And then let me... smooth this terrain out a tiny bit. There we go. Just need to extend that over here. I need to customize this as well. Hold on, I'll make this look good. The water's a little bit scuffed right now. Let me also... do that. Paint it as well. Well, that's some like painting maybe afterwards. Maybe like some sand? Nah, I don't like that. Maybe mud? How does mud look? Could do like mud around the edges like this? Wait, this doesn't look too bad. There we go. This area needs a bit of... Abandoned mine, yes. That's a good idea, actually. I think I want more chill music right now, chat. Let's play something more chill. Let me look up... game lo-fi. Video game lo-fi. There we go. 700 lo-fi song. This is a bit better. The right setting, exact. Because it doesn't feel right having like Souls music playing right now, or like random music. Not very fitting. Okay, so now we gotta change the settings here. Make this look better, so... First, we don't want the water to be flowing, do we, since it's a pond? The water's like flowing pretty fast here. So what if we set this to 0? There you go. Smooth water. Now we gotta do the foam. So let's do... Well, that's not good. Distance? There you go. Wait. How does this look? Does that look like a pond? Still and stagnant water. That's true. Yeah, so it doesn't make sense to have these waves at all. Can I disable them? What if I just disable the foam? Can I not disable it? That works. So I just set this to 0. No foam. Perfect. There we go, chat. We have a pond. Let me add the texturing now. Add some like dirt around the edges. This is nice, thank you. This is Keto's pond. We don't want to go crazy with the dirt. There you go. That is a cozy pond. I just smooth these edges out a bit. It's a bit sharp.
This place looks like a deserted mine of some kind. Most of it's underwater now.
What is this song? Sonic Adventure Lo-Fi. Sure. Whoa, where did that tree come from? Tree jump scare. Perfect. That looks like a real pond. The mine will be made later on. Definitely. With the mine, I need to find a good place for it. So it might have to be further out, like this way, because it needs to go inside a mountain. Do you have any lotus leaves or reeds? I do actually. Hold on. Where is it? Interactable? I have water lilies. Why is it? Hold on. I need to change this. Reset the location, maybe? Do that. Perfect. There, we have water lilies. I could add a few. Like that. That looks nice. Take a picture of it. Water lilies. Boom. I can add lily pads as well. Wait, actually, I have a better idea for this. What these boxes are, chat?
I must have got lost in the mines.
This song is annoying me now. But this boxes, that's basically like the detection. So when you're aiming the camera, you see when it glows green? That's the camera basically detecting whether it's making collision with the box. So what I need to do is, because we're going to have multiple stuff in this lake, wait, pond, what I'll do, I'll disable this. And then in foliage, what I'll do, this one, meshes, props, plants, water lilies. There we go. That did not work. Wait, why is it placing it underneath? Oh, I know why. I need to set this to place on meshes. Wait, this isn't working. Why can't I place this? ESPs? Something is broken. I can't place it on the lake for some reason. Why not? Maybe make the lake a bit bigger as well. I broke it. It's all Scene's fault. Blame Scene. This is a mesh, so why can't I place it on the mesh? Single place. Static meshes. I can't place it on the mesh. Can I place it on any mesh? Hold on. Yeah, I could place it on these meshes. That is weird. Let me try something. Let's get a cube. Can I place it on this? Okay, I can place it on the cube. But what about if I place this on here? Because maybe it's the material that's fucking things up. Okay, it's the material. I can't place it on that material. So, new idea. Here's what we're going to do, chat. I'm going to do some game development witchcraft here. Okay, add a plane in. Just above the water like that. Ready to see some magic? do this. Right? I know, it's gonna blind you guys for a second. But now I can add in some lily pads. Like that. And then check this out. No longer visible. And now I broke it again. But now we have flowers. I'm so smart. Can I still place it on here? I can. Perfect. What other things I want to add here? Let's add some smaller lily pads as well. I want to delete a few of these as well. Space them out. There we go. This is a good one. This is a good one. Perfect. Maybe what it needs, actually. I need to scale these a bit more. So they vary in sizes, I think, is a good idea. Make them smaller, some bigger. Just so there's some variety in the foliage. Gotta rotate them as well. Because that's the thing with plants, not every single plant is the same size. Some of these might be too big, actually. It's a bit too much. And then we'll do more lily pads over here. A couple more there. Do some small ones like that. There we go. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts, chap? A nice little pond. What I could even do... What I could do... A single boulder, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. We could have some rocks in there too. This is where I'm gonna put the frog, right here. Where is the frog? I put it here somewhere. There it is. Froggy, you have a home now. Nice. It doesn't look very out of place as well, which is kind of nice. Once I add trees around it, Froggy has a home. Let's go. Rent free. There's one frog has this giant pond to himself. He's living the good life. This frog is living the life. I'm kind of jealous. There we go. Let me make the lily pad a bit smaller. Like that. Maybe make many frogs, but one is unique. So like different species of frog. That's a good idea, actually. Because you do get frogs that live in ponds, and you have frogs that live in lakes and rivers. So that's actually a good idea. I could make different species. Gotta catch them all. I'm trying to get its feet to line up with the lily pad. How can I line this up? Poisonous frogs. I'm pretty sure you'd only find those in like a rainforest. This is supposed to be like a normal... Well, I say normal. This is like a forest you would find in like maybe North America or Europe. You know, just a typical like pine tree forest. Maybe like even Alaska or something. I don't know. This place doesn't have a location, it's just a forest. New Game Plus with insta-death frogs. That's actually an idea. Okay, let's see. Froggy has a home. Oh, actually looks really nice. Look at him. He's settled in. He's cozy.
Blame devs.
What do you mean blame the devs? Oh, I see how it is. Also, Scene, good to see you. How is work going so far? I'm actually really happy though this is. This frog looks really cozy. You want to go home? I feel that. Blame devs for the wholesomeness. This is too wholesome. Too wholesome for my video game. What I might actually do... I'm gonna add the foam again. But this time... Hear me out, chat. Where did I... One of these settings does it. Let me just tick everything.
Work? It's going swimmingly, horribly.
Swimmingly horrible? I see what you did there. Swimmingly... Frog... in pond. That's actually good. That's a good one, Scene. But I'm sorry, man. Hopefully work ends quickly. I feel your pain. How did I do this before? I made the foam... You're in podcast mode right now? That's fair. I'm making a pond right now, Scene. I'm building a pond with a frog inside of it. It looks really wholesome. You will like it. It's Keto's Pond. Everywhere on the map should have a name. This will be Keto's Pond. Major's gonna have his own mine. A pond. Can you have something? What do you want, Scene? What would you like? A treehouse? We're not gonna have tree houses. This is supposed to be like a untouched forest. There's not gonna be any like buildings or anything. You can have something as well, Mandara. I want a refund. You want a fox? Sure, Mandrox. You can be the fox that we have already. Mandra Fox. The dead fox. It's not dead. The fox isn't dead. Okay. Oh no, I just dried the pond out. There we go. I have to do it from here. Is it this one? I don't know why this is not interacting with the water. Oh, there you go. Wait. That's what I want. I want the, like, the ripple effect around the plants. F for the fox. I took so long developing the game, the fox just died waiting. This is looking okay, honestly. I'm kind of happy with the way this is looking. It adds a lot more, rather than the plant just floating on it. Now you see there's the outline. I think it's looking good. Here's the fox, he's chilling. Fox? Yes, frogs are now foxes. It's a frox.
No.
Also, no Major. To be fair, Major, you haven't been timed out in a while. This is your first one in quite a while. But I will see you in 30 seconds. Major still has the record for the most timeouts on the channel. Still going strong. Okay, yeah, the frog looks good. Let me adjust this piece of grass here. This is too close. There we go. Perfect. I think I want to change the shape of the pond a tiny bit. I think it's too round. Don't you guys agree? I think it needs the shape changed slightly. Because right now it's just a big circle. Let's change it up a tiny bit. You're so close. Let's add some like dents inside the pond. You demand a raffle, you were scammed. Oh my god, we got an art. Draw yourself in the pond with the frog trying to take a picture of it. I got you, Keith. I'll do that right now. What was that emote? Wait, what? Emotes? I'm so confused. Also, let me save the game before it, like, crashes. This engine likes to crash a lot as well. It loves to crash for no reason. When art got redeemed, emotes started falling. Wait, really? That's actually cool. Well, on the stream or in the chat? Okay, so let's just draw the pond. On the whole page. That's actually cool. I didn't know they did that. So then this is gonna be the lily pads. Damn, look at my art skills getting crazier. My art skills are insane. I just drew a lily pad like it was nothing. Then we have a frog. How does a frog look? Frogs are hard to draw. That's a frog. Wait, no, it looks like an insect. Hold on, I can fix this. There you go. That's a frog, apparently. I can make this look better. There you go. Frog. Would you guys agree that's a frog? If you saw that without context, would you go, damn, that's a nice frog? I would. Dino frog. There you go. You still don't want to raffle? You know what? I got you. Let's do a 2K raffle. For you guys being here right now. It's not that cursed. Is my frog that cursed? You know, it is a little bit cursed. I can't deny that. And then you have me. So what I'm gonna do... This is me. I'm like, whoa, frog. And then... I'm like under the water. There you go. And then I'm holding the camera. This actually looks kind of good. So this is supposed to be me, so let me give myself hair. There we go. There you go. Me taking a picture of a frog in a pond. Can the frog be shy or angry? I can do that. There you go. It's shy. It's blushing to the camera. Let me just clean up the frog a tiny bit. Clean it up just slightly. I need a smaller brush. Perfect. Beautiful. Let me actually... Oh, well. Perfect. I think it's done. The art is complete, chat. You know, I'll add, like, final touches. What is that? This is a picture of me taking... This is me taking a picture of a frog inside of a pond. Out of context, I know this looks insane, but trust me, it works. So how you doing, Breaky Joe? Good to see you. I'm adding some foliage as well. You're high as fuck. This is the best painting you've ever seen. I appreciate that. Gonna be away for a bit. All good, Major. Thanks for lurking. See you in a bit. There you go. It is done. My masterpiece. Also, thanks, Manadogs. I'm glad you acknowledge my painting, my MS Paint skills. It's done. I think that's true art right there. What would you guys rate this? Beautiful art of the collection. I actually love how the frog's blushing. "9 out of 10? I'll take that. high rating from an actual artist, that means a lot. Let me just save this real quick. Where do I save these things? I forgot now. Yeah, okay. Me taking pic of frog in pond. Done. Cool. Get back to the development now, chat. For the people coming in just now, we are developing a game. Right now I'm building a map for the game, and we're building a pond. This is gonna be a nice little pond for the frog. That's what the painting was referencing. You rate that as priceless? You're somewhat of an artist yourself. That means a lot, Keito. Thank you. I'm glad I could deliver. You know, as I said, art commissions, just hit me up. I'll try my best. That's all you can ask for, right? I'm gonna move the frog in a second. I just need to... There you go. I just don't want it to look so circle. You know, it just looks like a big puddle. We don't want that. We want it to have... What are the prices? I'll get back to you on that. I don't have a pricing system. That looks a little better. We just smooth out the edges here a tiny bit more. It's annoying because you can see like these sharp corners here. And it's really hard to smooth those out. It looks more natural. That's what I want to go for. Before it was just, you know, giant circle. It needs to look natural. This terrain's a little bit buggy to work with. Little on the buggier side. There you go. That's not too bad. Maybe even like a little jagged edge here would be nice. Make it come out a bit more. Yeah, that actually looks decent. Perfect. I think that's good enough. Let's see. From the ground... Yeah, that looks good from the ground, actually. The triangles aren't much of a problem since it's part of the art style. You're kind of right, actually. Yeah, true. True, I see it. You know what, we'll keep it. What I could even do to cover them up, I could even put like little rocks and stuff along the edges, or grass. Maybe even the grass would hide it. But now, I think it's good enough. Low poly, yeah. I mean, the terrain is low poly art style. Like, you can see over here. You can see it here, like the terrain is like blocky, almost. Triangle-y. Kind of like Valheim. That is actually a good way to look at it. It's like HD Valheim. This is HD Valheim right now. I just need to clean up the plants now. We need to move some plants around. so it fills up the space a bit nicer. There we go. I'll even put this here. This is looking nice. I'll move the frog over in just a second. The frog's gonna have a nicer home. Look at that, the frog just got a nice house upgrade. I'm jealous of this frog, he's living good. All the other frogs are jealous. It's really annoying to like select the edge there. Cool. What are we thinking, chap? What do we think of the pond? It's not done yet, but I think the general shape of it is ready. I think the shape is good. Magus actually had a good idea. He suggested we put some rocks in the pond. Let me grab some rocks. Let me just check. Yep, this is good. Let's put this rock in here. Maybe a few rocks. A smaller one coming off of it like that. I'm gonna have to delete some of these plants. Frog happy! That's the main thing, right? As long as the frog is happy, everyone is happy. That's gonna be in the trailer of the game, just the frog chilling. There we go. That rock actually added a lot to this. That added a lot to it. Let's do some like rocks along the edges as well here. Can I make... Why is this... There we go. Maybe a bit smaller, actually. This is what development is, chat. It's literally just hundreds of hours of placing rocks like this. But you gotta get it right. Once you get it right, it's beautiful. I guess this needs to be smaller. This looks kind of weird now. No, I prefer the way it was before. It doesn't look very natural now. There we go. This is looking good. To make this... No, I know how to make this pond look amazing now. This is how we cook, chap. We're gonna make this look incredible now. First, we're gonna raise up the terrain around. Do something like this. Something like that. It's cooking time. Where's Jesse? We gotta cook. And now we smooth it all out. I gotta be careful not to touch the edges of the pond while I do this. Because if I touch the edges, it'll mess the whole thing up. There we go. I do need to repaint this. This part here needs a little bit more paint. Same here, this needs to be cut back. That looks so much better. Because there's like a bit of like a hill around the pond now, it really highlights it a lot more. This is looking good. I'm actually happy with this. The reflections are looking nice as well. Got some nice reflections, some RTX. I could actually enable ray tracing, chat. There is an option in the settings, you can enable ray tracing in the game. But I think it would break the lighting if I do that. Because this lighting, like the way the fog and everything's set up, it's a bit artificial. You know, you don't naturally have lights looking like this. So if I did enable ray tracing, I think it would break the entire lighting system. So sadly, no RTX this time. Maybe the next game, we'll see. AAA game. I'm telling you, this engine is amazing. It's so easy to add these things. Why say easy? I don't know how you set it up. It's not as easy as ticking the box saying RTX on. It's like setting up you need to do initially, which I don't know how to do. But it is there. Oh, this looks good. Well, I need to move the frog. Isn't there a box just for fog? There is, yeah. I can show you. Let me just get the frog his home. There you go. Good froggy. Yeah, check this out, Manorox. This is the fog system. If I delete this, this is what the game looks like without fog. This is without fog. Yeah, it's a completely different game with no fog. This is with fog. And you can like customize the whole thing as well. You customize that, you can customize all the colors and stuff like that. I don't want to break anything though. It's easy when you know how to do it, that is true. For me to get this working, it took so much trial and error. Like, I think it took me days just to get this exactly how I want it. The fog's pulling a big weight, it really is. I don't know what exactly the setting is, but I think the light from the moon is like really being amplified in the fog, so everything looks brighter than it is. It looks really nice. Let's add some foliage. Actually, no. Before we do foliage, let me also do this as well. I need to change the settings here. Call distance. Let's do this to like 9,000. So what this is, chat, basically, I'm trying to optimize the game so foliage despawns at a distance. So if you guys look at the trees, the further away I get, the trees despawn. I'm trying to optimize the game so it actually runs. Because if I don't do this, the game will run like shit. So every single plant in the game has to have its own, like, render limits and stuff. The culling distance, it's called. But it's very important. Do you need any programming? No, it's very straightforward. All you do is... It's literally a setting. It's literally a setting here. So you set max distance here. So right now I set it to 9,000. So if I was to do this... It's really hard to see. You probably can't... I don't know if you could see it on stream because it's tiny, but... When the orange disappears, that means the plant has despawned. So this is about the distance it's despawning from here. Which is good, because when you're this far away, you're not even gonna see what's in the pond anyway. So then obviously as the player gets closer, everything renders in. It's ready to look at. It's really important to do that. You know, in games like GTA and stuff, all these like AAA games, they do the exact same thing. But what AAA games do is they have things render in your line of sight. So for example, if I'm looking here, all of this is despawned, but when I turn around, everything spawns in, so it only renders what's in the camera view. That's how AAA games do it. What game am I making? I am making a nature photography game. So it's a pretty simple, little cozy game, where you walk around this open world, and you're going around taking pictures of plants and different things. You've got like a list of everything you need to take pictures of here. It's a pretty simple game. So like you see a plant here, you take a picture of it, it's in your list. Pretty simple, relaxing game. But I'm really, really liking the atmosphere of it. They also replace it with low poly. Yeah, there's so many different techniques that developers do for optimizing. Like, as you mentioned, Keto, like, let's say this is a tree in Elden Ring, right? This is a 4K tree. The further away you go from it, the lower its detail. It's called an LOD. So like, as you go further away, its quality basically goes down. And then when you're further away, this 3D tree becomes a 2D image. So that's how they can render things and like the distance and stuff. It's all... There's like hundreds of different methods you could do. There's even nanite now in Unreal Engine. It's hard to visualize it because my assets are low poly. But let's say you have like a photorealistic like mountain here, right? What these triangles mean, the more triangles there are on the screen, the more detail there is, right? And the further away you go from it, the less details, the less triangles will spawn. This is a thing that's only in Unreal Engine. I don't have it enabled because, again, these are low poly assets, so it's kind of hard to visualize it. But hopefully that makes sense the way I'm explaining it. It's like, there's so many different ways you can, like, pull this off. It's really interesting to look at. It's actually really cool to me. I'm such a nerd, but when I'm playing like AAA games and stuff like that, I'm not only just admiring the game for what it is, I'm also thinking in the background from like a technical aspect. How does this work? How did they make this work, you know? When you start developing games, you really start to appreciate games that people make. Even like the shitty games, like even like, you know, you got these shitty live service games. Even though they're terrible, you still appreciate the technology behind it. Like, how does this how do they make this work? How does this scale and all these things? They made Lumen for the environment? Exactly. There's so many cool things you can do. Game development is actually really fun. It's really, really difficult and stressful. But it's really interesting. Look at me being an educational streamer today. What is happening, chat? I never thought the day would come where I'm educational. Wait, did I fuck something up here? Why is my grass... Oh, because I'm placing it on the mesh. Yeah, that makes sense. You learned something, oh my god. Imagine learning something on my stream. That's like the last place you would expect that. I'm adding in some grass right now just to fill in the patches so it looks a bit more natural, you know? This is looking good. I missed a spot here as well, I just realized, with the painting. Take it with a grain of salt as well though, chat. I may know some of these things, but me actually applying those skills into a game, I can't do like half the things these developers do. I'm not a good programmer, I'm not an artist. So like, I can't do a lot of these things that AAA games do. Plus the people that make AAA games are like these massive games that look amazing. These are done by like professionals, you know. They've been doing these things for like decades, you know. They do this for decades. Me, I've been doing this for 6 months. I've been developing games for like 6 months now, maybe less. Plus, I didn't study it in uni or anything. I did computer science in uni. And I did use this engine in one of my university projects. But it's not enough to be a developer. Nowhere near enough. It's a process, yeah. It's a very long learning process. That's true as well. Many people are involved. It's not just one person. If you have a team, it's very easy to like split up the work, you know, like 2 people will work on this, 10 people will do this. I'm really happy with the way this looks. The only thing, I wish the moon would reflect on the water, but it doesn't render for some reason. It only shows the light, but it doesn't actually show the moon itself. I thought you had someone working with you. Not anymore, Mandarox. It kind of fell through. Unfortunately. I mean, I actually do sometimes prefer to work solo. I do prefer working... Like a project like this, I do kind of prefer working solo, so then I get my own ideas and everything across. Because it's really hard working with someone else, sometimes. Because you have ideas and a scope for one thing. They have different ideas that kind of conflict with yours, and then it just turns into, like, arguments and disagreements, and... You know, it's not worth the headache. You're really doing good, thank you, I appreciate that. Plus, like, this whole game was my idea, as well. Because initially we were going to be making a bunch of, like, 2D games, like, small-scale 2D games. But I really wanted to do something big. But the person I was working with didn't really agree, so... It is what it is. But it's better this way, so we get to work on our own projects. He's still making games as well. And we're obviously still on good terms and stuff. We still support each other, we still test each other's projects and stuff. Yeah, I just when it comes to like creative projects, I like to work solo. Because I feel like I get more done. Unless I have like full control, you know, if I had control of everything, I just tell the other person, you know, make this, then yeah, but that's different. That's like a whole different thing. Working in a team is a skill. It is, yeah. That is true. But it also is a challenge when everyone has like their own ambitions and stuff. He needs more hills, like, over here. What I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to just make a bunch more hills around the pond. Just to highlight it a bit more. Because, like, terrain elevation is really, really important. It may not seem it, but, like, having the correct placement of hills and mountains and stuff is really important. It's also, I never really considered it until I started developing, but it's crazy how much stuff actually goes into making a game. You gotta consider so much. Like the optimization, how accessible is it? How can the player do this? Will it be easy for the player to figure this out? Is this mechanic good enough? Is it, you know, is it flexible? Is the player able to adapt? And there's so many things to consider. Like, I really respect developers. Because people do some crazy things. And when you do it well, you can pull off some amazing stuff. I don't know why this is not going down. There you go. I think I made this hill too big. Actually, no, it works. For some reason, it just wasn't going down. It takes so much time to learn any skill. It does. That is true. But I mean, if it didn't take time to get good at it and learn it, would it even be considered a skill in the first place? You know, if anyone can do it, is it a skill then? I think this is good. I think the pond is finished, chap. Oh, actually, it's not finished. There's one more thing I forgot. I need to do this. This is basically the bounds for the camera. So I need to tell the game basically, this is what you take the picture of. Learning process can be painful. That is true. Like anything in life, learning it just takes time and practice. But it's rewarding when you actually pull it off. See a project as mine, it'd be difficult to compromise your vision. If you see it as a team or work. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Obviously, like, people work in different ways as well. So it's like, working as a team is not very easy. Obviously, if you're a leader of a project, it's different. But if you're both working in a project equally, so if you both have control over things, you're both doing your own thing, especially creative projects, then yeah, it becomes a lot more difficult. Is this Witcher lo-fi? I love it. I didn't know this existed, Witcher lo-fi music. It's kind of a jammer, I'm not gonna lie. Lo-fi beats to kill monsters too. You don't enjoy working on big projects, you get burned out really easily. I feel that way too, sometimes. I do get that way as well. It's why I don't like working on YouTube videos anymore. It's why I much prefer streaming. Because with a video, so much time goes into it. And when you put a lot of time into a video and you're not happy with the way it turns out, it's really demoralizing. It's like you put you put a ton of time into a video. Tens of hours, maybe even hundreds of hours if it's a big video. And then a video like only gets what, like 20 views? It is a bit demoralizing. But, you know, that's part of the grind. It's happened to me before. I've spent a lot of time on a video and it only got like hardly any views. It does happen, sadly. But then again, it also depends on your mindset. If you go into like editing or making a video expecting it to go getting millions of views or whatever, then you're guaranteed to fail either way. If you do the videos just for fun, then it's different. Which obviously I have fun enjoying like making videos, but still, it does get a bit tedious. Plus with streaming, you have a lot more, I wouldn't say creative freedom, but you don't have to worry as much. Plus I think it's better because it's more interactive. Just get to talk with chat. It's more flexible. You work 10 hours on a big painting, it doesn't turn out how you imagine, it puts you down. Yeah, it's like that with anything. It does be like that, but the important thing is take it as experience. So like you worked on that project, you learn from it, and you get better. Expectations, exactly. The success comes out of just doing stuff for yourself and for fun. That's a good way of looking at it too. That is true. Like with this game itself, I'm going to be releasing it on Steam when it's done. But I'm not expecting it to be successful. If you know what I mean? I'm not expecting it to get like millions of sales or whatever like that. I'm just doing this for fun because I've always wanted to make a game like this. Like, I've always dreamt on making my own proper game. It's something I've wanted to do for a very, very long time. And now I actually have that chance to do it. I have the time. I have the, I wouldn't say the experience, but yeah. It's just cool to be able to do something like this. And I finally have the chance to do it. It's a good feeling. And also, before, back then, I didn't have a community. Now I have an actual community, you guys. So, like, if I ever wanted, like, feedback, or if I needed someone to test the game or whatever, I could easily reach out to any of you guys as well. Which is a really good feeling. It's nice to have, you know, a community of people. And it means a lot to me as well. Because, like, this is something completely different for me. Like, I've never streamed anything like this before. I've never, like, done anything like this before on this scale. And the fact there's, like, a lot of you guys are actually interested in what I'm doing and actually, like what I'm doing as well, that means a lot to me. So I really do appreciate it, guys.
I know that you wouldn't ask me.
What is this playlist? This playlist goes from banger to random song. Such a weird playlist. Thank you for sharing it. I appreciate that. You like to see other people do creative work? I need to add a interaction for the frog now. Let's do that real quick. Let me just duplicate frog. I'm gonna show you guys how I set up the interactions. It's pretty complicated, but I mean, all I'm doing is copy and pasting because I already made one. That's the way you do things in game development. You make a system, then you just copy and paste it 100 times when it works. So I'm gonna add in a frog here, so I need to duplicate this. Frog interacted. I need to copy and paste this. Okay. Frog interacted is false. So if we haven't interacted with the frog... No, you interact with the frog, but you've never interacted with the frog before, so this is false. Then what we're doing is cast the frog. This is the target actor. So the frog is the target. Then as the frog, it's detecting whether the collision has been made with the frog. And when it has, we are setting the frog to be true. So this is the first time interacting with the frog. When we've interacted with the frog, frog interacted is now true. And then, yeah, then it loops back, so now we can take another picture. And that's how it works. That probably made no sense to a lot of you guys, but... oh my god, the wires are getting a bit messy. I need to, like, clean this up. But yeah, that's how I do this, basically. If you guys know programming, there you go. That's how I do it. So now I need to... What's the next step? I forgot. Oh yeah, I need to go into the frog. So now... Frog... Get frog interact. If it's true, the frog has been interacted with, then it's going to disable the collision of the box. So that way it never... You can't take a same picture twice, basically. That's what it basically means. So doing once, disable collision. So otherwise, if the box still had collision, you'd be able to take the same picture over and over again, which you don't want. This gives you PTSD from Blender texturing. Is it a similar system in Blender? I actually really like this system though. It's so easy to work with. It's really easy to work with. Like, even when you do materials, like this, for example. Let me find one. Materials. Maybe not this one. How do I edit this? There you go. It's the same thing as Blender Mandradox. Ignore this, because this is a really advanced one from an asset pack. But you're basically doing the same thing as a Blender material, so you're setting the normals, the roughness, the tangents, offsets, occlusion. It's very similar. And then you do all like the math over here. You're dragging all these wires off, you're assigning layers, you're assigning all these calculations and stuff. I don't understand this personally. I have no fucking clue what any of this is doing. I don't like materials. I don't like working with materials. But this is basically what it's doing. So if you know Blender stuff, then it looks very similar to that. So now I need to go into UI. I need this. So what I now need to do, I need to copy and paste this. Like that. And now I need to rename everything. Frog title. Frog text. Frog image. Frog checkbox. Yeah, that's set. So then in the scripts, where is it? Over here. Copy and paste. Player ref. Frog interacted is true. Text is frog. That's the title. Frog title. Frog text. And then the description of the frog will be, I don't know. This is a frog. Pog. I'll change that later. Or we could leave it like that. Maybe we leave it like that, fuck it. I'll release the game with that description. Frog checkbox. Later equals never. You know I'm gonna forget. It's gonna happen, I'm gonna forget to change it. And it goes in the base game at launch. Okay, then I need to add the notification. Frog interacted. Oh wait, that stays the same. So it's frogs. Frog. And it should work. Fingers crossed, does this work? I didn't add it in, hold on. I forgot to add it. Pepega moment right there. There you go. So it's interacting. Take the picture. Notification says frog. Wildlife. Frog. This is a frog pog. I did it. First try, chat. Let's go. Making this system work took so long. This took so long to get it working. Because I've never worked with UI before in this engine, so this was a pain. This was actually so painful to get working. But I'm happy it works, that's the main thing, right? And it works pretty well. The only thing that I need to figure out later down the line is how I'm gonna make it save this data, so I need to make it so it's gonna save all of this to a text file somehow.
He's pulling his cock out!
I'm not doing that. Did I create the UI from scratch? I did, yes. So, everything I made is from scratch. I can show you. So this tablet is an image I made in Photoshop. I made the tablet in Photoshop. The text, this is all Unreal default stuff. You can add text. The scroll box, the images, everything. All custom made. It works pretty well. You can see on the side here on the left, this is like everything. It took a long time. It took a very long time to set up. I even made it, I don't have my controller on me, but these white squares, these dynamically change depending on if you're using a controller or a keyboard. So if you plug a controller in, these will change to controller icons. So this game has full controller support, which I'm really happy about. The only thing is, I need to figure out how I'm gonna make it so you navigate the menus using a controller. That's one thing I have no idea how to do. I kind of have an idea how I would do it. Kind of, but I have no idea if it would work or not. So I'm gonna have to like experiment with that, but that's later down the line. Once I actually start making like the pause menu and the main menu and all that stuff. But that's later. I'm not worrying about that for now. For now, I just want to build the map and add content. That's the most important part, the content. We'll get to that in time. Let's add some more hills over here. We'll do a big hill here, actually. Nice big hill right here. Just smooth it out. Nice hill. It actually looks kind of weird. Hold on. Let me extend it so it like comes up to this hill. There we go. Kind of works. Boom. Perfect hill. Yeah, that works. I want to get the terrain in first before I put the trees and the grass on top of it. Because it gets a little bit buggy. Like if I do this, not there, but if I do this, you can see like the foliage moves with the terrain. So if I put the foliage in first, and then I build the hills, sometimes the trees will like bug out and go inside the ground and shit. So it gets a bit scuffed. But good to see you, Latino Bear. How are you? How are things? Let's extend this out here. Smooth this out. This is actually looking really nice. I'm really happy with the way this is looking. Got a PS5 from a friend. Nice. Have I been? I've been doing pretty good. We are chilling. We've just been working on the game a little bit today. I'm really happy with the progress we're making today. We got a little pond. We made this pond today on stream. It's looking nice. Also, we have a frog. Little cozy frog. There it is. This is a frog. Pog. The pog's the important part, so you know it's a frog. Game dev fan. What is up, Castry? Good to see you. How are you doing? Cute frog. He's pretty cute. He's chilling. Big chilling. Oh my god. Just staring into your soul. Big stare. You tired? Just got back from bouldering? Yeah, that would tire you out. That does look pretty tiring. You spent 2 hours there and you left because you were hungry. You just spent 2 hours straight doing that? Your hands must be dead. That shit, like, messes your hands up. But yeah, as long as the food was good afterwards, I guess it's worth it. It's like your reward. Can't go wrong with good food. You drove to the Netherlands for the first time since getting your license? That was exciting. That sounds fun. Little road trip. Your hands get used to it. It's rock climbing. Isn't bouldering and rock climbing the same thing? Or isn't bouldering... Bouldering is the smaller stuff, isn't it? Like the smaller scale rock climbing. It's not like a super high wall. It's like... kind of like a course, almost. You thought bouldering was something precision RE5. Maybe that's where they got the inspiration from. Can you believe that real life copied RE5? SMH. Capcom should sue. I'd be careful, Castro. You're gonna get Capcom's lawyers on you. You thought bouldering was bowling? Karasu actually a pro bowler. That reminds me, I haven't done bowling in years. It's been so long since I went bowling. Bowling is fun, honestly. There's this place, it's kind of far from where I live, but there's this place that has like an arcade, bowling and everything, with a bar. There's a bar there as well, so you can get drunk while going bowling and stuff. I need to do that one day with some people. That sounds really fun. Drunk bowling. I'm gonna like yeet the ball in someone's someone's feet. Someone's gonna break a foot that day. Rock climbing's climbing rocks when you're tied to a rope. Okay, so bouldering is like more freeform climbing then, right? The smaller ones where you try to follow a route. I thought so. I was right. Have I been bouldering? I've done both. I've done bouldering and rock climbing before. Rock climbing I hated. because I hate heights. I can't lie. I really don't like heights. Bouldering I can do. Bouldering is not that bad. I've done it before. I'm actually okay at bouldering. I'm okay at it. I mean, I haven't done it since I was like young. So, I've already put on some weight since I was a kid, but we'll make sure I'll do some bouldering while in Spain. You know what? I'm down for it, honestly. Let's do it. Let's go bouldering in Spain. Let's do it. I'm down. Okay, let me add some trees in now. Yeah, I think everyone here is in Europe. I'm in the UK. Castre's in Belgium. Well, me and Castre and a few other people, we're planning on going to Spain this summer. We're gonna do like a trip in Spain. Why did the music get so creepy? What the fuck? Spain. Creepy horror music starts playing. UK from Europe. Yeah, formerly Europe, yeah, sure. We're like our own thing. We just do our own thing here. Why everyone hates us? They're just jealous. They're just jealous, okay? Copium. Yeah, we floated away from Europe. We're too good for everyone, we just floated away. It's an ego thing. It does suck though, because from next year, I have to pay a visa to go into the EU. This is like my last year of being able to travel visa free. Which kind of sucks. I don't want to pay for a visa to enter Europe. Gonna be the new Atlantis if we keep floating away. That would be cool though, I wouldn't mind being a fish person. We all become mermaids and shit. Imagine having to get a visa. Look, I don't want to talk about it. It sucks. It's gonna be weird, because we still have a border with Ireland, and Ireland's still in the EU. So like, I don't know how that's gonna work. We have to like get a visa to go into Ireland. It's really complicated. God, geopolitics is really fucking complicated. Let's add some trees in, chat. Let's make this pond look nice. Look at that tree. Happy little trees. Let's add a big tree here. Big tree. Be a little fun there. Tree there. Another tree there. Imagine being a fish person, swimming isn't you walking? And no PC because no electronics and water. Wait, no, go back. I need my PC. Mermaids have no ass. Instead of like shaking ass, we shake tail fins. Becomes the new meta. We will adapt. We have to adapt to our new Atlantis. Found out when you was 13, you actually needed documents to cross some borders. In Europe? Politics, am I right? You accidentally got this Harry Potter God, I found to hate you today. What did you say? Harry Potter bad? I actually watched the Harry Potter movies for the first time, like, I think it was like summer last year. So, quite recent. I enjoyed them. I thought they were decent movies. But I don't understand how some people worship these movies. You know, some people act like they're like the best movies ever made. If you don't like them, then shame on you. It's like, the movies are good, but they're not like insane. Like some people hype them up. I'm not British, confirmed. I think Harry Potter's okay. I'm a fake Brit. True, true. I don't have like the tattoo on my head or everything. I don't wear glasses. I'm doing it all wrong. I need to change that. I've been hand placing everything, chat. Even like these little twigs and stuff on the ground. I've been hand placing all of these all over the map. Like, this is gonna take a while to build this map fully. But I want it to be like as detailed as I can make it. That's why I'm like hand placing everything, because I want it to be precise. Automate it? I could automate it, but then you have problems with like this, for example, like it clips through the grass and all sorts of things. I do like having control over it. I mean, I could easily wait. I could just do this. Make a brush and paint them in. Could do that. No one will see it. Oh, trust me, if you're releasing a game commercially, like on Steam, everyone's gonna nitpick the fuck out of your game. They are gonna nitpick it to death. Like, oh, you see that leaf there? It's like off by 5 pixels. Unplayable. Refunded. Worst game ever made. You know, you got... Obviously, I'm being a bit dramatic about that, but... It's more for myself. I'm a really perfectionist. Like, if I see something's off, I want to redo the whole thing just to make it look good. 9 out of 10, too much water in the pond. True. I'm quite perfectionist when it comes to these things. Sometimes, not for my own good. Add some little rocks everywhere as well. I just realized something. Do you know what this thing is missing, chat? It is missing particles. Let's add some particles. Particles make everything look amazing. Let's add some wind. Put this here. Watch this. Now we're gonna have wind going over the pond. Look at that. Oh, this looks good. Make him rain like Ghost of Tsushima. I think it's a bit too much. I don't think everyone's systems could handle that. There you go, so this is in-game. Oh, it looks so nice! This is cozy. This is actually really cozy. I'm really liking the vibe of this game. Like the atmosphere and everything. I'm really liking how this is turning out. You don't know how hard it is to make shiny floating spheres? Depends in which context. Let me add... Hold on, where's the dust particles? I wish I could see the boundary. Oh, the fireflies? I can add fireflies. I already have them. Hold on, I'm adding the dust particles right now. Look at this. With the particles... Night and day difference. It looks so good now. I just noticed that the reflections are a little bit scuffed, but it's okay. This isn't ray traced reflections, so we don't need to worry too much about that. I think it's fine. I can show you fireflies. Where did I put them? Here. Fireflies. I could put these close by. Do you find fireflies next in the water or next to water? I always don't know. I've actually never seen a firefly in real life. It is pretty though. Above the pond. Let's see how that looks. Oh, you're right. That looks really nice. That actually looks really nice. It's got like a nice, like, magical feeling to it. It makes me think of like Zelda. You're gonna have like one of the great fairies jump out in a minute. Looking good. I'll have to like tweak that a bit more later. I think the pond is finished. Got a frog. It's got his own home. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out. I'm very happy with this. 10 out of 10. Whoa. The reflections just die when you go under this tree. Yeah, the reflections are a little buggy. But I mean, it's screen space reflections. So there's really not much I can do about this. Like, it just renders what it sees on the screen. So if I do this... Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. I think it looks okay still. But yeah, this is a pond. Really happy with that. Very, very happy. Let's finish it off though. Let's add some more trees. More trees. There we go, just scatter them around the place. Beautiful. Add a tall tree, maybe. I think there's too many tall trees. I don't want to overdo the tall trees. Let me shrink this down a tiny bit. There you go. Change the scaling of the trees is actually a good idea. Make some trees bigger than others. More natural then. Game bug, it disappears when you go under a tree. Dev solution. Just don't go under the tree. Exactly. I should just remove the crouch feature so you can't actually do that. It's not a bug, it's a feature. I like scattering the dead trees around as well. This adds a lot to the scene. Makes it look more natural, you know, because in real forests, you have a mix of, like, living trees, dead trees. I might put some more logs as well on the ground. Some more tree stumps. Death is real. Sadly, it is. It is a part of life. I don't want to overdo it though. We don't want the game, like, we don't want this to feel like a horror game. It's like a bunch of dead trees and fog. This isn't Silent Hill. This is supposed to be a relaxing experience. Also, chat, actually, one thing while you guys are here, I need your feedback on something. So I found this guy on Itch that does soundtracks for games. And he has some really good soundtracks here. And I found 2 potential soundtracks that we could use for this game. They're both copyright free. They're both commercially available. I need you guys' feedback, because I need good, cozy music for this game. What do you think works better for this? We could do piano music, like this. Why can't I change the volume? There you go. We could go for like a piano vibe. Kind of like this. Let me just walk around the scene so you get an idea. So we could potentially have cozy piano music. Kind of like that. Or we could go for more fantasy style music. Kind of like this. More like orchestral sounding. Which music do you guys think fits the game better? Piano-ish, like plain piano? Or more fantasy-ish style music like this, like orchestra, more instruments? You like the fantasy one? Because they both sound really good and they both fit very well. It's just hard to choose. Unless I use both. You know what, I could use both and like put them together. Or maybe like the main menu could be like piano. This pond looks so good. I'm actually so proud of this. Because this song that's playing right now would be like one of the official songs in the game. Like, I would use this song playing right now in the actual game. So imagine this is like the full game. You're exploring. You got this type of music playing. Does this game have an ending? There will be an ending once you find every single thing, basically. You take a picture of every single thing in the game, then there'll be like an ending to it. But I don't know how it's going to end yet. I'm still figuring that part out. Maybe you just go back to your car up there and then like credits roll or something. something like that could work. It could be a story. I was thinking of doing like a tiny cutscene at the start of the game. Like, I was thinking maybe, I don't know, you get a phone call or something from someone, and they tell you, maybe you could work for like a magazine or something, and like, the person's calling you saying, hey, this is the spot, we need you to take pictures, blah blah blah. Like some dialogue. Maybe that could work, or maybe something else. Story will give it more depth. That's true. I mean, obviously I don't want to go crazy with a story. It's not going to be like a full-on RPG, you know? It's not going to be a crazy story game. But you are right, having some type of story, like background to the game would help a lot. I'm so immersed right now. Like, I'm really liking how this is turning out. I'm actually really proud. Like, you know when you work on a project and it turns out exactly how you want it, if not better? I love that feeling. Like, I'm getting that feeling right now. I'm like, I'm so proud of this. I just hope people like it. That's the main thing, because I know you guys have said you liked it. But I'm hoping, like, when I release it on a mass audience, like, hopefully hundreds of people play it, I'm hoping people will like this. My only concern, I'm just worried that it's too simple. Flirt with the frog to become friends. Pacifist run. Yeah, should I just, like, make this Elden Ring? Undertale too. Yeah, as I say, my only concern is I'm worried the gameplay is too simple. I'm hoping that the world will carry the game. The world and the atmosphere will carry it. Like, the whole premise of the game, you're basically just ticking a list off. Like, take a picture of this, take a picture of this. I'm just worried it might be too simple. Unless I pull it off where I, like, as I mentioned earlier, I want to add secrets and, like, secret areas and stuff. So maybe we could add, like, as I said earlier, like, caves and secret areas to explore. That might help out a lot. Depends how you turn it around in development. That's true. That is true. Is there a hole in the ground? And in the end the player falls in? We could do that. Maybe that'll be in the DLC. We need to add DLC to this. We need a battle pass. We need paid cosmetics. Maybe you get new camera skins. You know, there's a lot of options. Exactly. We gotta milk money from the player base. That's how you do it nowadays. That's the method. No, but in all seriousness, I'm happy with this is the way it's turning out. Hopefully people will like it. It reminds you of Abzu, really cool game. Abzu was great. And you're right in that sense, those games are very simple. It's literally the music and the art that carry those games. But I mean, obviously I wouldn't compare it to those games, you know, those are like masterpieces. This is my first game, you know, it's not going to be on the same quality. But that is a good way to look at it. Some leaves here. I can make this Ghost of Tsushima. Watch this. Now it's Ghost of Tsushima, it just rains leaves. it could be a masterpiece. You've got to trust the process. That is true. I mean, it's always a good sign when you're happy with the work you're working on. You know, if I'm happy with it, hopefully other people would be. But we'll see. As I said, this is like still very early in development. This is still very early. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done. Like, the map is not even like... I wouldn't even say it's even like 10% done yet. You know, there's a lot more to add. I don't want to make the world huge. It's not going to be like Skyrim or Breath of the Wild, you know. It's not going to be a huge map. But I want it to be fairly big, so there's a lot to explore. A lot to take in. Trees in Ghost of Tsushima were like leaf generators, true. They were just pumping leaves out. But I am happy with it. So far, anyway. Knowing me, though, I'll be near the end of the game and I'll just be like, you know what? This sucks. I'm not making this anymore. Just as it's like almost finished. And add some funds. But what I'm hoping for, chat, I'm hoping by next week, hopefully, I would like to say, I want to have a playable demo. Like a good chunk of the map is ready for a demo. So then people can actually play it. You guys could playtest this if you want. I was initially aiming for a demo this week, but obviously because of work and stuff, I fell behind. But I have not next week, but the week after, I'm off. I have time off work soon, so I'll have a lot more time to develop. So I am looking forward to that. Hopefully we can make some progress. Some progress, if you will. You know what, guys? I've actually fallen in love with this soundtrack. I think I'm gonna use this soundtrack in the game. Because this is actually a copyright-free song that I could use on itch. Like, check this out. It's available on itch. Available for commercial use. And it's free. 10 songs for free. Like, this guy is insane. He makes so many. Like, look at this. Ambient open world tracks.
He's pulling his cock out!
$5.99, 20 songs. And they're like super high quality. I don't know why it's not playing. I think because this is a preview. That's a preview, but here there's like dark fantasy boss music. Also, we got a raffle. Congrats, Man Redux. This guy made Dark Souls music for free. Free Dark Souls music to use. 6 is not. It is like it's super cheap. This guy does so much. Roguelike pack 374. Sound effects. sci-fi music. This is so good. Itch is actually amazing. Itch is such a good platform for like finding assets and even like people's projects and stuff. Itch is amazing. Really, really good. Pirate game music. Should we make a pirate game? Let's make the next Skull and Bones, the next 4A game. That's really loud, by the way. We'll make the next quadruple A game. But yeah. That's the soundtrack sorted. I'm definitely going to be using those songs in this game. I was worried at first I would really struggle to find a good soundtrack. Because obviously with songs and in like commercial projects, you either have to license it or you have to buy the rights to it or get permission. But this guy just straight up went, here's the music, use it. Like, what a Chad. Actual Chad. I hope, anyway. Unless I read it wrong. Could you imagine? I released the game and everything, and then I get like a lawsuit. The guy's like, hey, that's my song. That would not be good. Add some more foliage. Actually, one thing I want to do, I want to flatten the terrain here. Because one thing I noticed when I was walking around, when I was here, the pond was kind of hidden. And now you can kind of see it as you walk towards it. Which is what you want. Oh, nice. Congrats on the point, Sandra. You really like vibing here? Thank you so much. Thank you for vibing. This has been a really cozy stream. I'm actually really enjoying this stream a lot. It's a very, very different stream to what I normally do. Like, I've never done a stream like this before, so it makes me happy that you guys are enjoying it. Maybe we might have to do more streams like this in the future. But to be fair, with game development, I don't think I would want to stream too much more of it, because like I don't want to spoil the game, you know. That's another thing, because I do eventually want you guys to play this, and if you've seen like the whole game in the engine start to finish, then there's not really that much incentive to explore the game. So obviously I want to leave stuff for you guys to actually explore and stuff. Plus I feel like it would get boring after a while, like, because This is basically like the whole process. What I've done today on stream, it's basically this, but like 100 times over, you know? It's just constantly doing this. Move, place bush, place tree, move tree. It's basically this hundreds and hundreds of times. So it's not like super exciting content. Unless we start doing stuff like this, you know, making a pond or making a new mechanic or something. Wait a second. Oh my god, that looks so good. Wait, what do we think about the grass under the pond? What are your thoughts, chat? Does that add too much? Look, let's look at it from a distance. I don't know if it's too much. Especially when you have the reflections from the trees. It looks nice. Let's see how it looks when we, like... Let's add some more. Oh, the only problem is sometimes it will stick out like that. Is this lo-fi Baldur's Gate now? This playlist has everything. How does that look? I think it's too much, personally. Make tall grass around the pond. Oh, you mean like reeds? I could do reeds. I think it looks better without it. It's a bit too much. You know? It's a bit too much complexity in the water. It distracts from the actual reeds. Because the main point of this pond is to take the picture of these. And if you have too much in the water, I feel like it distracts from this, which is like the main focus. Let me see if I have any thingies. I'm sure I have reeds. Is this it? Hold on. That's not really a reed. No. These are saplings. Play Minecraft, we can actually plant trees. Wine. Like a vineyard. Nice, you got a light change. Reeds. Oh, there you go. Blue lights, I got you. How does this look? I think it needs to be bigger. Make it slightly bigger. How about that? I don't know if I like these. They don't look... Can I make them brighter? They seem really dark. They look really dark. Can I brighten these somehow? Oh god, what is this? If I... No, this won't work. If I change this, this is gonna change the texture of every single plant in the game. We don't want that. I wish I could just brighten this specifically. light doesn't even work that well. Yeah, they seem really dark. Like here, you can see they're quite light. But in the game, they're really dark. Unless, can I like disable lighting? I don't think there's a way of doing that. No, there isn't a way. The only way would be brightening the material. But the problem is that material is shared. Like all of these share the same material. So if I change that, then I basically break the whole game. So I don't think we can use these. Sadly. Unless there's like a brighter version. No, wait, maybe? Wait, this one looks okay. Wait, now they look brighter? I'm so confused. This is the same one, but it just got brighter. It's because there's so many. Do you think they're casting shadow? Wait. It might be because they're casting shadows on themselves. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I think I'll just leave it. Maybe you find reeds mainly in like lakes and rivers. You wouldn't really find them in a pond, I'm pretty sure. Maybe you do. If it's a big pond. That's ivy. We have foxgloves. These are nice, but I want to use these next to the lake. These are like lake plants. You find them at ponds specifically? Oh, you do? Really? I am the lord. I am the lord of this pond. I make decisions. Maybe, I could try this one. Let me test this. Let me cook. Oh, whoa, what's happening here? Turn off the grass. Let's make this 0.8 and 0.6. Like the size varies. Paint it. Make this smaller. I think it's too big. Hold on. Where's the size? Let's try 0.5 and 0.4 maybe. There we go. Let's add a bunch here. Let's see how that looks. Does this look good? What are your thoughts, chap? I think there's too much complexity, personally. Because everything looks quite smooth. And you got this. Too many, do you think? We could try... Let's get rid of a few of them. Let's get rid of, like, this many and, like, scatter them out a bit more. How about this? Now it kind of looks out of place. It looks a little bit out of place now, personally. Unless I... Hold on, I have an idea. I just put like one or two like this. Just scatter them. Maybe some inside the lake. I mean, pond. Maybe inside the water doesn't look that bad. Inside the water itself looks fine. I'm gonna make these smaller, I think. How does this look? It's not too bad. It's actually not too bad, having them inside the actual water itself. How does that... Maybe... I think it's fine without. Let's do it without, I think. Let me save. I think it looks fine like this without it. Though on this side of the pond, it does look quite empty. I might add some more reeds over here. Mesh. Let's add some more flowers here. Maybe some single ones scattered around. How's that looking now? You know what? I'm liking this. Just needs, I think it just needs a couple more lily pads. That's all it was missing. Just a couple more lily pads just to fill the gaps. But we don't want to overdo it. You know, we still want to see the reflections in the water. There you go. That's much better. Because I feel like this side was a bit too empty. But that is the solution. Oh wait, the only issue now is I need to add I need to add the camera collision here. Like this. So you can actually take a picture of this now. Water lilies. And frog. Frog. This is a frog. I'm checking it off the list, chat. The pond is complete. I don't think there's anything else I need to add to this. Also, what is this? Oh, that's the fireflies. We will keep the fireflies there. People noted. I love that emote. So let's start filling in this area here. Then we can say this chunk of the map is done. This like spawn area basically is finished. Then we can start working over here. We can maybe start working on the lake as well, maybe? I also need to add more crossing points on the river because right now you can only like, you can walk across the river. But what I want to do in the full game, I want to add like, I think I'm probably going to add an invisible wall along the river so you can't actually go inside the river. But you can use these crossing points. I want to add like little crossings here. I might add like some stones here so you can do like little parkour jumps. Can I drown in the river? No, you can't drown. This isn't that type of game. You're not going to get like the Sonic drowning music. So as I said, I want to block, like, put an invisible wall around the river so you can't actually go inside it. But there will be crossing points, like maybe some logs, stones. So you can actually, like, navigate. We'll figure that out later, though. For now, let's actually make it worth crossing the river. Let's fill in this space here. I need to first do the terrain. I think doing the terrain is my least favorite thing because it's so annoying to do. It's so tedious. Terrain, smooth. You can make it so the further the river you go, you get stopped by an invisible wall. Further the river you go. Oh, I see what you mean. Maybe. The only thing is I don't have like a swimming mechanic. If I make it so the player goes in the river, I need to make a swimming system of some kind. Actually, no, wait, no, you're right. I could make it so it slows the player down. I can make it shallow. There's quite a shallow river. And it just slows you down if you walk through it. That's a good idea, actually. You know, I could do that right now. Because I know I'm going to forget otherwise. Let me do that right now. What I'll do for the river, instead of me like messing with it stops you before you head under the water. True. I think what I might do, hold on, let me get the code here. I'm gonna need to copy and paste this. Just don't go in the water. That is also an option. Let me try this first. Let me try this first. If this doesn't work, then we'll just, you know, say fuck it. You can't go in the water. And thank you for that hydrate. I was actually getting kind of thirsty. I needed that. So let's connect this here. Can this come out multiple times? Oh, I can. Perfect. Okay, that works. But I forgot how I change it, so... Where do I change the mesh that it's spawning? Oh, I think it's here. Oh, wait, no, I think I fucked this up. Hold on. I need to get this. I'm trying to remember how you set this up. So you connect this here. And then this goes here. Right. So then the mesh... It'll just be a plain mesh. Is that spawning inside? Pilot. Oh, I'm getting errors. There you go. It's spawning. Is this a Russian? This is a Tetris theme, but lo-fi. I swear there's like a million remix of Tetris. I'm just trying to think, how do I lower this now? Did this? File. What the fuck? That was not it. Can I do it from here? What? Where'd it go? Tetris, the pinnacle of lo-fi music, exactly. That does not look correct. No. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make this white, the white square, spawn below the water panel. But it's proving harder than it looks. What the fuck did I just do? I just created a waterfall. Wait, this is art. I just made art, chat. Wait, I think I know how to do this. If I... Starting tangent... Start position... It's called Korobenki. If I do add... Let's do an add here. And the z-axis is do 20. Wait. Something went wrong here. Is it the tangent I need to set? It might be the tangent. Let's try 10. That didn't change anything. Let's try 100. Oh, there you go. That is something. No, that's... Why is it affecting the wrong one? Oh, because I'm stupid, that's why. Hold on. Break links. This has to go here. There you go. Let's do... Oh. Oops. 100. Is this working now? That is not working. Let's try setting this to 0. This is how I do programming, chat. I just trial and error until it works. Maybe I multiply, I don't add here. Let's try multiplying it. Multiply by 3, just to see what happens. That's not doing it. I think I need to do the position again. Let's try multiplying the position here. 2. That had no effect. Well, I don't know then. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we do an easier way. I have an easier way of doing this. I wanted to make it so dynamically when you draw the river, because this river's dynamic, right? I wanted it so when you dynamically draw the river, it would also dynamically draw the collision. Like the box beneath it. But that apparently is not working. So what I'll do instead... I just have to do it the old-fashioned way. We gotta do it the old-fashioned way and actually manually add collision. We'll just make a giant square. Like a giant invisible square here. In school, we tried to do final English exam. Like a few months. You got full points on all 3 parts? Nice, Mandrodox. That's awesome. Look at Mandrodox speaking English like a pro. It was very easy. I mean, you already speak good English, Mandrodox, so... Must have been easy. Your English is definitely way better than when you first... I remember when you first came to the channel, you had like slightly broken English. But you've definitely gotten much better. Is this right? Can't select this. There you go. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm gonna rename these so it's easier for me. Let's just call it... where is it? Rename. Let's call it River Coal. There you go. And then... Plain English was bad for you. Well, it wasn't that bad. We still have a conversation. River Coal 2. And then rename this River Coal 3. River Coal, there we go. I need to name this one number 2. Perfect. So now, visible off. Check this out. Now we can walk through the river. And you can even crouch in the river if you wanted to. The one time I played D&D, I was sweating so hard, I was scared to talk in English. You did good, Mandrodox. I'm proud of you. Now what I need to do is... I'm gonna make it now so the player slows down when you enter the river. I think that is the next step. So what I need to do... Quarantine English grind really helps. That would help a lot, you're right. I need to do... What is my movement speed, actually? Where is it? Crouch. Where do I set my movement speed? There it is. Max walk speed, 300. So let's set the movement speed. This is when you're in the water. So when you're in the water, it's gonna half your movement speed. So by 200, let's say, right? And then I need to do collision. How do I do this again? I forgot how you do this. Get collision. Get overlapping actors. River spline. No. Overlapping actor. Is overlapping the actor? Wait, no, that doesn't work. Unless I do cast to river spline as the spline, as the target. Cast, and then if true, set movement speed this. If not, set movement speed to be 400 as false. Will that work? I broke something. Why does that not work? For target. Blueprint is not character movement component. Character movement. Wait, I can just copy it from here. Character movement. There we go. That's one error fixed. What about this error? Type object is undetermined. Connect something to cast. Oh wait, I need to do target actor. Where is it? Ah, there's so much shit going on my screen. Let's try this. Let's see if this works. So this is normal movement speed. In the water? Does that feel slower? Hold on, let me set my movement speed to like 2. Let's see if this actually works. No, it's not working. This is not working. So what I need to do... We need to figure out a new way of doing this. So it's casting to the river. This is the target actor. You're overlapping it. It should just work. Player is overlapping river. If true, movement speed this. I know why. It's because this is being updated. I need to disable this logic here first. So what I will do... Oh wait, no, that's not gonna work. Wait, no, that needs to go like this instead. Hold on, if I move this... Let me move this over here. And then I do... branch? We do this. This might not work, chap. This may not work. But it's worth a try.
He's pulling his cock out!
Jesus! That scared the shit out of me. Why was that so loud? No, it's not detecting that I'm inside the river. It's not detecting it for some reason. Is overlapping actor mesh? How do I do this? Reverse spline? Oh, I know what to do. If I set this as a variable, call it river mesh. If I make this an actor reference, object reference, get the reference as other, go here, you go here, and now I'm getting an error. Target must have connection. Oh, and it won't let me do that. Shit. How do I make this work? All I need the game to do is to say, okay, you're in collision with this river. Slow down your movement speed. That's all I need it to do. But it's so complicated. Overlapping mesh. This is not working. Delete this. Try casting it again. Cast to river spline. As the spline is the target. Goes here. To here. We'll try this again. But then it's going to give me another error here. Saying it needs an object. So if I go... I had a thing here. Target actor? Where is... Target actor. What is the actor though? Which actor is it casting to? I have no idea. We'll just paste it and see what happens. Okay, no errors. Okay, it's not working. Your wrist hurts. You've been doing a lot of drawing today, Mandarux? Let's try this. This is not gonna work either. Yes, so much. You've been doing a lot of art lately. It's kind of impressive. 10 hours? Oh my god. That is a lot of art. Okay, you know what? This is not going to work. There has to be a better way of doing this. I could Google it real quick. Let's look this up. This is literally my process of learning game development, chat. You look up a problem, Try and get answers on Reddit. E5, detect collision with mesh. Reddit. Collision issue. Collision detection. Let's look at this. You're drawing every day this month, so you're very productive. That's pretty good though. You're improving your skills. Time to sleep. All good, Keto. Have an amazing evening and a good sleep. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Take care. See you next time. You know, I'll fix this off stream, chat. I don't think this is like the most interesting thing to watch, trying to figure out why my code's not working. We'll do that off stream. For now, let's just keep building the map. I already see a little mistake here. Boom. Extend this out. Oh, this is the Undertale song. I was about to say, I was just thinking right now, this song sounds familiar. It's Lo-Fi Death by Glamour. I was just thinking, this song sounds familiar. This playlist is actually kind of good. There are a few songs in here that are quite mid, but overall, I like this playlist. Good playlist. It's carried the stream, honestly. Nice vibe. Your big motivation to draw was PewDiePie's video. It was very inspiring. I think I saw... I didn't watch it, but I think I saw that on my recommended. Wasn't it when he did like 30 days of drawing? Or something like that? It's a good idea to do that, honestly. It's a cool idea. And then you can like compare your progress over time. Is that what you've been doing, Mandrox? Like, daily drawing to try and improve? Or learn? He did a second one for 70 days. That's pretty cool. You have been doing that? Nice, nice. I wish I had talent to actually like begin learning how to draw and stuff, but I don't have the patience for it. I mean, obviously if I practice and did learn how to draw properly, maybe I could actually be decent. Or better than I am now, obviously, but I don't know, I just can't be bothered. It's a lot of time, a lot of patience. I have other things I want to work on, like this game I want to work on, streaming. A lot of things. Plus, in a sense, working on this game is very similar to that, because you're improving... I'm still improving my skills. Like my level design skills, my programming, everything. So in a sense, yeah, I kind of am doing that. Because I am working on this daily. Or I try to work on this daily anyway. Oh, I think I did too much there. Bit much. There we go. It's not about talent, it just takes years to learn. That's true as well. But that's the thing, I don't have the patience to learn for years to draw. A lot of people, they start drawing from a young age, when they're a lot younger, and then they get good from that. Me, I was never really into drawing when I was younger. That's why I never really, like, made anything good. So if you tell me to draw something now, I'd be hopeless. For me, I'm more creative when it comes to like this type of stuff, like level design. I can't do the 3D modeling or the making the assets, but if I was given the assets like this, I can put together a really nice, well, I say really nice, I can put together a scene. You know, I can build a world. It's what I really love doing. There was this game back in the day on PS3, I believe it was. PS3? It was called Little Big Planet. It's basically the same thing as, kind of like this. Not as 3D, but it's like, you build your own worlds, your own levels and stuff. I used to play the shit out of that game when I was younger. It's like level designing in that game was basically my shit. You played that on PSP, nice, nice. That game was so fun, by the way. I played the fuck out of Little Big Planet. Actually, fun fact, this is like my big flex moment, but like, in that game, you basically got like creator hearts, which are kind of like followers. And I was actually one of the top 5 most followed people in the game. I had like over 100,000 followers in the game. 100,000 hearts. I was famous in that game. I made it. You can actually, on YouTube, you can actually see some of my levels. People actually made videos on my stuff. If I search Gamefan 001, you see, people actually played the stuff I made. I can actually show you guys. I made this back in the day. This was like my first ever like mini game I made. I made a main menu and everything. This is all in Little Big Planet. I made this. I made like a little music selection thing. Yeah, it was like a little mini game I made with like the wheel spins. You have to like avoid the fire, collect the points. It got really fast as it went on. This was like my first like mini game I made. There it is. 100,000. It actually shows it right there. Like really low quality. There you go. 106,000. When was this uploaded? 9 months ago. 106,000 hearts. And you can see like the plays. This is how many times people played my levels. This is so nostalgic to me. What the fuck? I think I could play this on my PS5 actually. I could probably load this up one day and look back at this. This is so nostalgic to me. Because I played this shit. Look, this was made in 2013. I made this level 10 years ago. I made this 10 years ago in Little Big Planet. This was like when I first started doing like level designing and stuff like that. Obviously back then it's just really bad. If you look back at this now, this was scuffed. I mean, you have to remember also I was limited by the game. like the game engine in this game was like really restricted what you could do. The epic Gamefan 2501 map. Indeed. I still get messages on PSN and friend requests. I still get messages and friend requests from people saying, "Oh, I loved your stuff back in the day. It made my childhood." It's kind of wholesome. Makes me happy. But yeah. I've been doing like level design and stuff for a very long time. See, look, this is basically the early prototype of what I'm doing now. I started off like this in Little Big Planet, and now I'm doing this. You know? We've come a long way. Oh, this makes me happy to see. It's really happy. Even this. This was like one of my biggest projects. I made like a map. It was like a roleplay map where you have like superpowers. So every it's like different powers you could have, and then you could like roleplay on the map. This guy's like showing off all of my powers. This is pretty cool actually. When was this? 3 years ago. Some hobbies stuck to your life, that's true. Then I made like a city where you could like interact with the cars in the city. Man, the nostalgia. This is so nostalgic. That was a nice little memory lane trip. I think one day what I might do, I might actually like download the game, because I think I still have the disc somewhere. I could buy like re-download the game on my PS5 and like go back to my old stuff. That would be really cool to see, honestly. You liked the realistic design back in 2013? Well, as realistic as I could do back then. I was really bad back then. And as I said, I was limited by the engine and all that stuff. But I did try to make like I wouldn't say realistic, but good maps. That's what I really enjoy doing, like level design, building maps, and people liked it. That's why, I guess why I got like hundreds of thousands of people playing my stuff back then. One thing I do regret, I wish like 10 years ago when the game was still popular, I wish back then I did like streaming or videos earlier. Could you imagine the following I would have had now? If all of those followers in that game translated to real followers elsewhere, I could be famous. How old was I back then? I was like 15? 14? 15 back then? Now I'm 26. So, yeah. A long, long time ago, back in my youth. I could have been a famous YouTuber. I don't know. I mean, I wish I could have done this stuff earlier, but back then I didn't have the equipment, I didn't have all sorts of things like held me back. I had a really terrible PC. I didn't have money either, so I couldn't buy like a new mic. I couldn't buy anything really. But if I did start earlier, it'll be interesting to see how things would have turned out. He was 9 in 2013, so couldn't fully. That's fair. But I mean, most of the people that played that game back in the day were like kids. It was like mainly a kids game. There were like 10-year-olds on there. It was like mixed. There was like a mix of people of different ages. I was like 14, 15. There were a bunch of like people older than me that were really good at the game. So... but yeah, it's just really cool to look back at that type of stuff though. That's kind of like what kind of got me started and motivated to do this stuff. Yeah, Little Planet 1. Back then it didn't have multiplayer. It didn't have multiplayer back then? Or do you mean like the PSP version? Because I can't imagine the game without the multiplayer. Because the main point of that game was playing other people's stuff, other people's content. That was the fun of the game, like sharing your levels, playing other people's levels. Man, I put so many hours in that game. When I think about it, I think I put like maybe 1,000 hours or more. Way more than that, maybe. Because I used to play that game every single day. For like hours a day, every day. For years, I used to play that. Because I was addicted. I used to love that game. So I would think I have like maybe 10,000 hours in that game. Maybe more. That's depressing. What have I done with my life? Oh man. But I had fun. That's the main thing, right? I enjoyed myself. I had fun. It got me inspired and creative to like go on to further things. And here we are now. Here we are now. I'm finally going back and reliving my interest in this type of stuff. Your PSP didn't have Wi-Fi? Oh, that sucks. And your neighbor had the better PSP with Wi-Fi? I actually didn't know they did a PSP without Wi-Fi. I thought it like had PSN and everything when it came out. I never had a PSP though. I mainly had a DS. I was more like a DS person back in the day. Like Pokemon and stuff. I had the DS. No, I started with the DS Lite. Then I had a DSi, a 3DS. Then I went to a Switch. I had the Wii as well. You guys remember the Nintendo Wii? That was such a good console. Oh my god, I think the Wii might have been like one of the best consoles ever. It was so good. Playing like Wii Sports and stuff like that. What a good console that was. You still have 2 PSPs in your closet? I wish I still had my DS's. I think my DS Lite broke. My DSi, I have no idea what happened to that. That just vanished. That went into the void. Actually, no, I think I gave it to my sister, and then my sister lost it? She either lost it or broke it, I can't remember. Then I had a 3DS, and then I gave that to my sister, and I think she still has it. But I do miss my 3DS. I never got to play, like, Pokemon Sun and Moon. I really wanted to play Sun and Moon, but back when it came out, I didn't have my DS anymore. Because I gave it away. Kinda regret that. I should have kept it. I would have probably still been playing it now, honestly. I'll go back and play some of these older games. Cool, I think this terrain is looking decent now. I'll start painting it with trees and stuff in a minute. The PSP you got was broken battery, so it's always... Oh, you have to like power it? Makes sense, makes sense. I remember I had a really, really old laptop back in the day. That was the same. It had no battery. You could only use it plugged in. And sometimes when you like stood up to go somewhere, you would accidentally unplug it and your whole laptop shut down. Oh man, those were the good old days. I was like in the middle of playing RuneScape or something. Old school RuneScape. I'm like, oh, I just need to go to the kitchen real quick and grab some food. I stand up, laptop's unplugged, boom. Hours of progress gone. I was so sad. Those were the struggles back in the day. The good old times, right? I miss those days. I really do miss it. It was just simpler times. You know, this was like back in the day when like my mum, yeah, maybe my mum. My dad didn't care, but my mum, she got like really annoyed if I used like my PC too long or played games for too long. So what I would do, like in the middle of the night, I would like sneak downstairs into the living room to play on my PS3, and I'd like turn the volume all the way down so no one would hear it, and I'd like sneakily like change the channel when she came in the room and stuff. Like, hey, I'm not playing games, I'm watching TV. Those were the good old days. Because my mom was quite strict about that type of stuff. She didn't want me to like play too many games too often and stuff like that. She thought it was bad for me, which in a sense, yeah, kind of is, but at the same time, you know, I was a kid. I wanted to play games. I wanted to game. I was a gamer. You didn't enjoy that much because you was really really young, but still remember it. Yeah, I feel that. Obviously, it had its downsides. It wasn't perfect. It's just compared to now being an adult, it sucks. Like, I mean, being adult sucks. I'd rather go back. No responsibilities. Life on easy mode. Not much to worry about, really. It was nice. It was nice. But unfortunately, life is life, right? We have to get old, we have to get jobs, we have to do all this bullshit. You're still not in full adulthood, so you're chill. Yeah, you're still in education. So once you graduate from, once you graduate, then life really begins, and it's like, you realize how shit everything is. Once you start working full-time, that's when reality hits you, and you go, wow, I want to go back. Basically in 4 months, yeah. No, but in all seriousness though, good luck with everything, Mandrodux. I hope it all goes well. It is scary going into, I guess you could say, the real world after work, after studying. But you got this. got a written exam in 3 weeks, so it's getting stressful. I feel that. That was the worst thing about, like, studying back in the day, just exams. The stress from exams, honestly, that should be illegal. It's like a form of abuse, making you prepare for an exam. It's mental abuse. Put some more rocks around the scene. Go even longer because the practical exam is a month long before the finals. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, exams are just miserable. Whoever invented exams, why? that's my response. Why? Let's take a look what we've built so far. So this is the new area. I'm still really, really happy with the way this pond turned out. This looks amazing. I'm really happy with this. Looks really good. Also expanded out the forest a bit more, so the forest comes out all the way up here now. I need to still think like where I'm gonna hide certain things, because I still want to add secrets to the map, right? But I need to like find places to hide things and stuff like that. You just get a free art? Nice, Mandrodox. Congrats. Your luck has finally turned around. What would you like me to draw? Or if you want, I could exchange it for points. It's up to you. How many points? Let's say 100k. I need to update the wheel since we've upped the limit now. So you could either get 100k points or you could get free art. I gotta change the wheel so it changes the rewards as well. You'd rather take the art? I got you, I got you. I need to fill this area in here. It feels a bit empty. This part seems too empty, honestly. Let's put buns. There you go. I don't want to put too many of these buns. Also, I gotta smooth that. There we go. I can draw a next stream. You don't feel like that? It's all good. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. We'll save that for next stream. I was actually planning on ending the stream in just a minute. We did a lot today. Like when you look at the map, we did this big chunk here. which is quite a lot. Did quite a lot today. But it's still a very, very slow process building this game. Very slow process, because I still gotta put stuff over here, and like, that size of the map, I'm not sure how big it will be yet.
FBI, open up!
I'm thinking like, so far you can see what we've done. You can kind of see it here, where the terrain is, I can actually zoom in. Oh wait, how do I zoom out? There you go. I didn't know I could zoom in. So everything that's like, this section here basically is done. I still need to add a section over here. Big section here and over here. So I'd say we're like 10 to 20% done with the map. I would like to say 10 to 20% of the way there. It's a slow process, but we're getting there slowly. I don't want to make the world, like, again, super huge. We're not making the next Breath of the Wild. But we're getting there slowly, chat. Slow and steady. I really have confidence in this game. I think it's looking good. It's coming out, like, exactly how I want it to. I'm really, really happy with it. But chat, unfortunately, I am going to call it here for tonight's stream. It is starting to get late. I am pretty tired. I also need to get some food as well. I haven't eaten in like... Shit, it's been a while. I'm hungry. But I want to thank you all so much for being here. This is a very, very different type of stream for me. I've never done a stream like this before. So I hope you guys had fun. And at least found it interesting. Because I know a lot of you guys have not like seen much with game development. So I hope it was somewhat interesting for you guys as well. I tried my best to make it educational and interesting as well. It was a lot of fun. You also need to go eat. Go eat, Meteros. Let's get some food. It was fun. Thank you for being here. Chat, I'm gonna be live again next week. I don't know what day yet. Probably Monday or Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for being here as always. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for being here. I had fun. I will see you guys next stream. Have an amazing rest of your evening. Take care, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.